The mind is accessible to everyone. I had options when I was going through the process of healing my body. You know, I had options to maybe do a fundraising campaign and go to a place in Arizona where they were having hyperbaric medicine and infrared saunas and kind of like this accumulation of all of these natural protocols. But it was like $7,000 a week, you know, and then I wanted to go to this retreat center in Honduras to heal my body, which was like $1,000 to $2,000 a week. But even so, like, there was something in my heart that kept saying, it's not a real miracle unless it's accessible to everyone, not just those with unlimited financial resources. I have to believe that, you know, God intended for each of us to have healthy bodies, that God intended for each of us to have the power to heal ourselves. And that's why I'm so obsessed with doing what we can from where we're at, no matter where we're at. I believe that I have unlimited resources. I believe that each of us have unlimited resources, meaning outside of money, we can have and do and feel and think and be anything that we're wanting. And it's just a matter of changing the mind. It's an equal playing field. And people, you know, will try to convince you, no, it's not an equal playing field. Like, I grew up with abusive parents, or I experienced this trauma. Look at me. We've all experienced traumas. Whether or not they're in this lifetime or not, I can't tell you, but we've all experienced traumas, and we've all come in with severe traumas on our subconscious, in our DNA. So you can't look at someone who, quote unquote, had like the perfect upbringing and judge them for struggling mentally and emotionally as if nothing's ever happened to them. They've lived probably infinite lifetimes and experienced who knows how much trauma and drama from their ancestors brought down in the DNA. Like, we're all on equal playing field. Stop telling yourself otherwise. Stop blaming yourself if you're privileged. Stop blaming yourself for being privileged. You have the same tools that everybody else does. They just don't believe it. That's the problem. If you feel like you're underprivileged, you have the same tools that anybody that you can imagine in life. Yes, even Oprah. You have the same resources. And it's all right here, and it doesn't cost you anything except for time, energy, and intention. You have that. And on the updates in the world of purging, yesterday I was on the phone with my antiquated 2010 MacBook Pro. I was on the phone with AppleCare, who I love so much. And they spent like an hour with me figuring out this issue. They're like, okay, can you see it yet? And I'm like, no. I'm like, it's an older computer. It's still loading. You know? I've intended to buy a newer computer for a while now. And I keep talking to the universe and like making deals, going like, listen, I know that you could shout at me because I know that you always want me to have what I want. And I know that you could totally make this computer like break down. I'm like, but I don't want that. Can we do it the gentle way? Because that's kind of what happened with my car, you know. I wanted a new car. I was like, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till after I go to India. And my car broke down like months before I went to India. And I was like, universe, why do you always make sure that I have exactly what I want? So anyway, I'm on the phone with AppleCare, and we go through this process, and they actually end up I said, you know what, let me talk to a sales representative. Like, I just want to talk to them about, like, to find a computer that I want. You know, I want to know what computer I want. So I got on the phone with this sales lady and blah, 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 this and that, and she was like, oh, well, you can do this like line of credit and we could do this thing. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I was like, I don't even know if I'd be accepted. And I checked in with myself, and I had some like negative beliefs about credit because I haven't had credit cards in like 7 years. And so I did a clearing around it, and then I kind of got the green light, you know, spiritually, energetically, to apply for this credit. Short story, I ended up buying the damn thing. Listen, I had the intention of selling my MacBook Pro anyway before I went to Costa Rica. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go without a computer because I don't want this computer anymore. That's how crazy this energy is of purging.
it's exciting because I knew it would come to this, and I just wanted to show you the journey. So today I got my piercings changed out, new piercings, so that cost money, and I tipped them like 33%, and I was like, let me treat myself with a matcha tea, and I went and I tipped the lady like twice as much as I normally would, and I went and did some grocery shopping and got like the best supplement. Anyway, I spent all this money, and then like parts of me were like wanting to like go, to that old me, but I've really been sloughing off those beliefs around finance and money, and I was like, I'm not that person. If I spend money, the universe goes, okay, she spent money, rework, redesign, orchestrate. Just after I said that, I looked down at my phone and I saw that somebody had called, and so I called them back, and they said, hey, do you want to make some cash tonight? It literally came right back to me, down to the exact dollar amount. I just want to like excite you for this type of energy, letting it go, releasing those beliefs about myself. I'm like, that's not me anymore. The universe is like, it's got my back. It's orchestrating for me. I've been getting so many signs that everything is like working out so amazingly. But I've been really, really purging fears like left and right and up and down, and like even in my dreams, just purging fears. And then this is the crazy part. I was just talking to one of my yogi friends that I wanted to microdose for the next couple of weeks, just so I could be like on a certain level as I finish out my program and all these things I wanted to complete before Costa Rica. And I said to him, you know what? It's crazy. I didn't even get plant medicine yet, but like as soon as I decided I was gonna microdose, and I felt into the relief and the energy of microdosing, and I felt like a relief that will be my reality for the next couple of weeks. And it's like I checked into that reality, and ever since I checked into that reality, like I haven't checked out. And as I was speaking to my friend, I was like, that's it. That's what happened to me. My reality shifted to like, this isn't real. That reality is real. And I'm checked into that reality. And I know that this is not the real thing, that's the real thing. And I spent my whole life making myself wrong for not thinking this is real. But then I just kind of, in one split second, who knows exactly when it was. I feel like it might have been in the middle of the night, because I remember one night waking up at 3 a.m. and doing a whole bunch of clearings, and then just feeling this like huge sense of well-being. Like huge, like massive well-being. Like I don't remember the last time I had felt that way, or if I had ever even felt that way. Not even like everything's gonna be okay, but everything is okay, and everything's always been okay.
My energy shifted in a really good way. It's a kind of continual process, obviously. I got my new computer, and that was amazing. When I was at the computer shop, the salesperson was trying to get me to, it's bizarre, I guess, upgrade to a MacBook Pro. He was just trying to tell me like I wouldn't have the power necessarily that I wanted in my MacBook Air, and I felt my ego like kind of struggling around that. This computer couldn't do what I want it to do. Like, why do I need to have a stronger computer? But it came from a place of overcompensation for, I guess, a lack of like excess energy and power that I felt within. And I was able to do a clearing and target that cluster of beliefs, that identity cluster that was someone that needed to like be carrying around this big powerful computer that could compute anything, versus like I am that computer. Like I have that capacity, I have that power. Just had the most amazing like series of clearings, and all from like actually producing this mini docu-series. Because I get to see myself seeing myself. Does that make sense? It's like I'm putting a video camera on the video camera. On the video camera. Like, And that's what this whole thing is about, is how can we back up, like symbolically float our head above the clouds and go, whoa, big picture, right? Bigger picture. So this last episode that I produced and uploaded most recently on YouTube was, I think, episode 6. And I'm like looking at myself and I found myself like tired of seeing myself. You know what I'm saying? And this is where we're supposed to get. My teachers, my mentors, it's like there's always laughter on the other side of something. And so I really got to see myself as this person that was just like kind of obsessed with, you know, the processing of my emotions, of traumas. And I was just like so bored, not only bored, but like judgmental of my process, going like, oh my God, like, is that really me? Like all day long, just like processing. I'm really good at it, guys. I'm really, really good at it. And it's caused me to love myself more. There's no doubt about the benefits. I have no doubt about the benefits, but I'm tired of it. I have to really question myself. I was, before I did this clearing, I was somebody that processed like all day long, you know, like 16 hours a day or something. Start asking yourself that question, like, what am I doing all day long? If you were to do a recording of yourself, like in a mini documentary, what would that look like looking at yourself? I guarantee halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way through, you're gonna be like, wow, is that really me? And then you can make a conscious decision to change your energy. And of course I talk about it all and give you the tools in the Brahman Relationship program. And then also if you want to work with me one-on-one and do a weekend, I have the Liberation Weekend. The whole point is to see yourself, and not just on the micro level, like on the macro level, you know, because any way that we see ourselves is a way that we see God. Any way that we see ourselves is the way we see the universe and how the universe works. I'm just laughing at myself, you know, because I hoped this time would come, and I'm so glad that I get to get it on film. Like, you know, you go through these ups and downs, and even that is an energy that you created. You know, you created that your life is up and down. You created the spectrum of the ups and downs, the extremes of the ups and downs. You created that. So I'm excited because I feel like I got some like real big picture clearings. And when you get the real big picture clearings, or you don't know that you don't know that you don't know, that's when big things start to happen, really big things. Yay. I love you. You're amazing. Thank you for sitting through like any of my videos. I love you. And thank you to you, Rachel, Lynn, Sebastian. I am what I am, for also sitting through those videos and watching them. I love you. You're amazing. Mwah.